Hey there YouTube, we've got another protein powder. This one's another unflavored whey protein powder. 6-Star Pro Nutrition, which apparently is a subsidiary of MuscleTech. Now this one is an unflavored. It's better for making into things like high protein pancakes, any kind of breaded things, anything actually that you want to mix into. My wife makes smoothies out of this because she prefers that than the pre-mixed shakes that come. This one has 20 grams of protein per serving, and I believe that's per scoop as well. Yep. So one scoop, so a 32 gram scoop is 20 grams of protein, and that's right there. And there are about 29 servings in the container if you want to run the numbers on this. One of the things that we look at when looking at protein powders, at least in our household, is cost and composition. So we're looking at cost per gram of protein as well as all of the stuff here in the ingredients list. What we really try to look for is mostly just whey protein concentrate. That tends to be the cheap additive that really gives you the most bang for your buck for building your muscle. But a lot of these companies put a lot of other stuff in here. Like this one you see also mixes with protein isolate and hydrolyzed whey protein, probably to get the protein level up in here, as well as it looks like they add leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Those are your BCAAs. That's a popular thing to be added. Supposed to help with muscle growth, minimize muscle loss during caloric deficit, and also reduce muscle soreness from exercise. From what I can tell, whey protein, milk in general, contains a good proportion of BCAAs naturally, so I don't know if extra BCAAs in whey protein actually help you. But you can do your own research on that, and if you believe it helps you, you should absolutely do it because there is value in the placebo effect. See, there's other stuff in here: sunflower lecithin, gum blend, xanthan gum, carrageenan. Those, I believe, are all thickeners and emulsifiers to help your powder mix better when you're trying to mix it in water. So those are very common things. And the maltodextrin, I believe, is a sweetener, and that gives it a sweet taste. And with this unflavored blend, my wife has actually said it's sweet enough where certain things she does not like mixing it in to that, and when she makes her smoothies she doesn't actually add any sweetener to her smoothies because it is already plenty sweet enough as it is. So let's see, if we look at the calories, it's 120 calories for 20 grams of protein. So let's see, 20 grams of protein works out to about 4 calories per gram of protein, so that's 80 calories from protein out of the 120. So that's about 2/3 of the calories are from protein. So you're looking at 66%, 67% of your calories in this powder are from the protein alone. So if you need that number to balance your macros, those are your numbers to work with there. Now I'll get this open so you can look at it. And that is really dark. So here's a scoop of the powder, so you can see what the grind kind of looks like, and it's nice and light and fluffy. And let's see, let's taste a little bit of that. It definitely kind of has like a more of the milky taste because it's not being covered with any other flavor. The sweetness doesn't bother me at all. It bothers my wife, but not me at all. That's very milky flavor. Oh, and one thing to mention, sometimes I make hot chocolate with this, and I found that it actually, instead of making hot chocolate with milk, making it with protein powder, that works like your emulsifier to get the cocoa to mix with the water, and it really makes a nice thick creamy drink that's high in protein and very tasty. Probably not proper for a good muscle building diet, but it is very tasty. And for those of you who are a bit more lax with what you consume, that might be something you enjoy, especially in those cold winter months. I'm gonna see how well this mixes. I love these bottles with the whisk inside. They work so well at mixing really quick, as well as being very quick and easy to clean. So definitely believe in those really well. So we give this about 20 seconds of shaking, not real long, but that whisk really blends most of these powders up really well. So we'll take a look at that and see how well it actually mixes, because we keep blending it in with stuff, so we haven't actually tested this part yet. So if I can do this without spilling, that looks like we've got incorporated air bubbles and no chunkules. So it does mix very well with a blender bottle or mixing bottle, whatever your brand of bottle is. I'm gonna give this a taste. Yeah, I really think it tastes a lot to me like maybe milk at the bottom of a cereal bowl. And that's probably that maltodextrin mixed with the whey powder there. I can taste the sweetness there when you do it that way. Quite often, because it's unflavored and you're usually getting the unflavored to mix with something else. So that's a non-issue unless you have maybe a really light flavored thing that you're mixing it with. And I know they show you berries there. Quite often people are making their smoothies with the berries. Berries have a strong enough flavor that should cover that up real well. This is definitely one that we could keep using and definitely a good price. It doesn't have the exact amino acid breakdown on the back though. And I like to look at those to just kind of see how the essential amino acids and BCAAs line up against the other amino acids. So I don't know if they have a data sheet on their website or anything, but that would be something that I'd be interested in seeing. Oh yeah, and they even have these nice little recipes on the end. All in all, a good protein, good amount of protein per serving, and a good number of servings per container. So all in all, pretty solid, especially compared to a lot of the cheaper blends.